Hey there, welcome to my home. I'm Terry Moose Butler, and this is Moos'n Around the Kitchen. In tonight's episode, we're going to cook with peanut butter. And being it's the last week of Black History Month and the last week of February, we're going to celebrate that of George Washington Carver. And I'll give you some details, and maybe you can learn a little bit as well with my peanut butter chicken dish that we're going to make tonight. All right, let's get cooking. All right, tonight's episode is going to be super quick and super easy. Our ingredients are the chicken, as you can see here, already cooked. I baked in garlic, salt, and pepper. And for the sauce tonight, it's just going to be the all-natural peanut butter, some butter, the heavy whipping cream, and the garlic. Believe it or not, it's going to be a delicious combination. And all of that will go on the medium shells. Then for my boys on the side, we will absolutely have broccoli like we always do, and maybe sprinkle a little cheese on top of it. I am really excited for this dish tonight. My boys absolutely love peanut butter. And the history of peanut butter, maybe not hotly contested, but George Washington Carver is credited with over 300 inventions. And one of them, he did not patent peanut butter. However, I would venture to say he's probably the father of peanut butter. So tonight I'm going to get the noodles started first, and the chicken, like I said, is already cooked. So the next step really is just putting the sauce together, and that'll all come together in just an amazing dish. So I'm really excited for you guys to see this. Since we have a little extra time in tonight's video, I'm going to just go over a few maintenance things that I do when I'm making chicken. So here we go. I'm just going to show you. So here's 2 breasts. I cooked up 4 breasts earlier this week, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to cut these chicken pieces up, and we're going to freeze these 2 breasts, and then I'm going to cut up 2 other breasts. But what's nice is when you freeze a couple of these breast slices, then you can just toss them into a freezer safe container. And this is how I'm going to cut up the chicken for the boys in the meal tonight. I just cut right down the middle, and then I do these about 1/4 inch slices. Seems to be perfect. And what makes that so good is then when you go to reheat it, you can just put it in the freezer bag, and then you can just toss that right into a chicken noodle soup. You can throw it right into a pan and then start frying it, and it cooks up nice and quickly, and then you have chicken on the go, and it's so good. So good. So with peanut butter, I feel like it's a very versatile topping. I like to use the word versatile. Not only do I put it into my peanut butter chicken that I'm going to be making tonight, but it's really good on a burger. Adding that protein to your burger, a plant-based protein, and love the plant-based proteins. And even on my vegan burgers, that's one of the things that I'll do is I'll I'll toast up a couple pieces of bread, and then I'll take some peanut butter and I'll just slap that on, throw my vegan burger on top of that, and the flavor is, it's just good. It's a good flavor, that peanut butter, and peanut butter goes good with a lot of meats as well. I have not tried it with fish yet, so don't hold me to that, but my brain is telling me maybe salmon, maybe salmon. Next, we're gonna heat up the chicken. So I've already got just a small portion of the butter, as you can see there. That's actually 2 tablespoons of butter. And we're gonna let this just melt into the pan. Now I have it at slightly lower than medium heat, because butter, when you cook it at too high of a temperature, is definitely gonna burn, and that is not something you wanna do. But we got the nice big saucepan going here. And once this butter is melted, in fact, just for the visual, we're gonna go ahead. I'm getting low. We're gonna get a scoop of garlic. And trust me, the garlic and the peanut butter, it's actually a pretty good combination. But don't let me have to convince you. Try it for yourself. All right, the chicken's been in here for about 3 minutes, and I have accomplished my goal of adding a little color into the side of the chicken. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this, so I'll just kind of put it up there to the camera, but we got a little brownness on there. So we're gonna just throw all of this right into my bowl here, and we'll have a little bit of remnants of the garlic, and I'm just gonna put just another little spoonful in there with the butter. So at this point, we're just gonna go ahead and throw in the rest of the butter. We'll let this melt, add just a tiny bit of garlic, and we'll add the other ingredients. All right, we've added our little scoop of butter. We'll get this melted. Again, keep that temperature low. You don't want to burn the butter, and the garlic minced like this will burn in butter super fast. Really here we just want to melt the butter. And I'm going to grab the cream and peanut butter since we're going to be adding that here very quickly. So one of the things that makes George Washington Carver so interesting was how he impacted agriculture and his work with peanuts. But the man that he was really stands out to me. And so one of the things that he was quoted as saying is, I don't want any discoveries to benefit specific favored persons. I think they should be available to all people. And that's one of the reasons why he only patented 3 of his products, is he wanted everything to be readily and easily available to everybody. So now we're just going to go ahead and add, this is 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And just like all my other cream sauces, we won't add anything else to this until it gets frothy. So really stirring this entire time is super important. Just keeping a nice slow stir. And another thing that he said was, I want to feel that my life has been some sort of service to my fellow man. Just an amazing man, and with insane, he's got a book with 105 uses for peanut butter, or not peanut butter, but for peanuts and cooking with peanuts. So it's definitely something now that as I'm getting into this, definitely going to have to check that out. There's like peanut bread, peanut cake. I love peanut butter, so what can I say? All right, the sauce is getting frothy, so let's take a look. That is our comfort zone right there. We got a nice froth going, so I'm going to go ahead. And at this point, after I add the peanut butter, we will crank down the heat a little bit. This took maybe 2 minutes to get to. Now, right now I'm going to be putting in 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter. I'm going to keep this moving around because we do not want that to burn. The heat will eventually loosen up the peanut butter as well. Just keep moving it around. Also worth mentioning that I really prefer using the all-natural peanut butter, no sugar added, low sodium. Now, I mentioned low sodium, but something also that I'd like to add is if you feel like this recipe needs salt or pepper, definitely add to your taste as far as salt. I do like things a little bit saltier, so I'll be adding a little bit of salt to my recipe, but again, this is just something that you want to do to taste. Also, one of the things that I learned about choosing this option for peanut butter is it took me maybe about a week or 2 to really get accustomed, because I eat peanut butter almost every day. It took me about a week or 2 to really get accustomed to the lack of sugar in peanut butter. And now being able to get this all natural, the real flavor, it's so much better. I would never go back to a peanut butter that's processed with sugar. That's just my personal taste. If you want to put some Jif in here, or whatever you want to use, go for it. But it's hard to beat all natural peanut butter. Now look at this color. This is going to be so good. And really, the sauce is just about done here. So I'm going to go ahead, throw the chicken in, and as soon as the noodles are ready, this is going to be all ready to go into one dish. Thank you for joining me in this evening's episode. I really enjoy cooking, and I enjoy cooking for other people. So hopefully you find this recipe interesting enough to give it a shot. If you do, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I need you to subscribe. And share this video on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I would love to see you share this video. I really rely on all of you, my watchers, my viewers, and I would love to hear any feedback. What do you like to use peanut butter on, other than peanut butter and jelly, which is a great option. Thank you for watching tonight's episode. And something else I do too, if you want just a little pinch of Parmesan, not too much, just goes right on your dish. It's such a great garnish, and it actually goes pretty good with this. So I gotta give it a taste. Mmm. Perfect. Again, thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing what you have to say. And I hope that you have a great evening and happy cooking.